Hey everybody, it's Beans. I wanted to come out here this Sunday morning and tell you that you're fucking awesome. Honestly. I've been working in the cannabis space since 2016, since it was federally legal, 99.7%. Did you know weed's legal right now, federally? 99.7%, and it has been since 2018, and nothing's gone amiss. No one's died. A lot of people have gotten rich. And if the new farm bill coming up doesn't dramatically change things, although the current sitting president is actually the president who signed it into law in 2018, and I would encourage that president not to go back on that insightful move. Truly. Who is anyone to tell the president that he was wrong to sign that? That's kind of what the line is now when it comes to hemp-derived products. But the truth is, hemp is the exact same plant. It's Cannabis sativa L. It's the same thing they're growing in Cali, Oregon, Washington, Michigan, New York. It's the exact same plant, grown the exact same way, produced the exact same way. The only difference is, to be federally compliant, you have to be able to document, and they do it at dry weight time, which is actually, during the plant's growing season. And it turns out, one of the things that we've learned basically since 2018, and actually people have known it even before then, right? Which is why this is not a misnomer. It's not a mistake. It's very, very specific. Read the 2018 Agricultural Improvement Act, aka the Farm Bill. It's very, very specific about isomers, derivatives. It's not fucking around. It's the real deal. These people know what they're doing. The only people that are screaming about it now is state-sponsored, closed systems that do not allow a free market approach. And that's exactly how cannabis should be. Cannabis should definitely be a free market situation. I am precariously balancing my $1,500 phone and my gimbal. I'm trying to show you guys the water down there. Get a little water action. There's some Appalachian water for you, folks. Come back to me. There you go. There's a good shot. Consummate filmmaker. But anyway, I am shooting this video just to play around a little bit out here in the woods, out here by the debris pile. Okay, let me check out the debris pile behind me. And there are still trees way up yonder. See that thing right over here by my head? That is a fallen tree laying over at the root ball. It's got to be 150 feet long, and it goes straight up to the tree. It's actually hanging right over my head, like the sword of Damocles. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Let me see if I can adjust this a little myself. See if it'll try and keep going back. At any rate, we are all cannabuds. I have ADD really bad, so I talk in circles, but I eventually get to my point. Several, actually, and it usually culminates really well. We're all cannabuds. I started realizing this the first time I entered into the cannabis space working for a wholesale head shop provider here in Asheville, North Carolina. A huge one. Millions of dollars in business a month. Just massive, massive shop. But the industry changed after the Farm Bill, allowing anything that wasn't Delta-9 THC basically was legal. But it turns out that the growing plant doesn't grow Delta-9 THC. It doesn't become Delta-9 THC, which is fully psychoactive, until after it's been heated or it degrades naturally in nature. Technically, those are two different words. But yeah, we are all cannabuds. What shocked me was it took me years of, product research and industry analysis and fun stuff like that, learning about the cannabis space in a professional way, as opposed to just sitting out in the woods smoking weed, which is about what I'm trying to do here, but it's all wet, it's been raining. So I can't just set you down. Actually, maybe I can. Let's see what happens when I set you all the way on the ground. I look super fat. That's why they tell you to shoot yourself from the waist up, I guess, or from above your head. That's what people on social media tell you to do. Hold the camera up and make a kissy face, that kind of thing. Well, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna find a better way to do this. I need to just have a seat, get a wet seat, get used to it. I do like that water. The water is up a little bit today. The dog is very anxious. He wants to play. So I am gonna go do that. I'm gonna go play with the dog, and I'm gonna end this ADD ramble from Doc telling you that you're awesome. That's really what the message of this is. Yes, I've learned a lot about cannabis. There's this thing called the entourage effect, where all these little cannabinoids, these little compounds inside a growing cannabis plant, bolster each other's effects, making each other stronger and better, mitigating each other's overpowering presence. Like CBD can help balance out THC. But that's also why CBD doesn't get you high. It's not psychoactive. It actually hits your immune system working on the CB2 receptor. Your body has cannabinoid receptors on nearly every cell in your body, including on your skin, the largest organ. And that's what cannabinoids are actually used for by this thing in our bodies called the endocannabinoid system, to regulate your health. And there's only one plant in the world that produces this beautiful full spectrum of these cannabinoids that your body can actually use and is supposed to use for health, which is why I am so critical of governmental organizations, especially the DEA, which has ruined people's lives over this, and still has the contention that cannabis has not proved itself medically valuable at all. Are you kidding me? You could not be further from the truth. You could not be more full of shit in that statement. We've known about the endocannabinoid system since 1992, thanks to the brilliant work of Dr. Ralph Mechelen and team over at Hebrew University, who were actually the first ones to synthesize THC and maybe CBD. I think CBD was synthesized earlier. I'd have to do a little bit of brushing up on my research. I've written about all this stuff. I've forgotten more than most people know, probably, which sounds like an egotistical thing to say, which is probably why my friends used to call me Doc when I would not shut the shit up about this stuff. Okay, hold on. Throw it the ball. Ooh, good toss. At any rate, that's neither here nor there. That'd be a good game. Better than disc golf. Go out there and play with dog toys. We're all cannabuds. We all shine in our own way. We all have a purpose. I'm proud of you, whoever you are. I never heard that growing up. Nobody was ever proud of me. Not really. I mean, I didn't need them to be. I shine on my own, baby. But psychologically, in retrospect, as you grow up and you start wondering why you have this deficiency or that deficiency, why you feel this way or that way, and we all have emotional baggage to carry around, and it starts in childhood. That's why psychologists and therapists and everybody else want to talk about your childhood. Most people repress more memories than they're allowed to remember. Our brains are funny things. I'm off on a ramble again. Our brains are funny things. It's full of connections. I'm going to come around and show you why I'm such a good writer. It's full of connections, our brains. And so are we. And we are connected to each other more than I can say. And even just me sending you this positive vibe energy, you might think it's stupid or whatever, but I honestly believe on a quantum level, you know, from the micro to the macro, that connections are critically key, and we can actually connect just by doing this kind of thing, by me making this video and sending out this message and just saying this stuff aloud, and even thinking it quietly to myself in meditation if I want to, while saying Om and burning incense. I can't burn incense. I'm rambling. We're all Canna buds. It's Sunday. I have a chance to actually sit and think about the things that make me tick. And one of the things that makes me tick is that reveling in odds. Reveling isn't the right word, I don't think. But being amazed at the odds of you and I being here at the same time right now, of you being able to listen to me say these words, even though I've said them, now in the past. By the time you listen to this, I'm quantum jumping forward. I'm quantum paying it forward. And that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm quantum paying it forward. I'm giving you some positive energy to help you maybe realize something about yourself, kind of like the psychics help us see things about ourselves that we can't quite see ourselves. We all can connect to one another, and we all are important to one another, especially if we're here in the here and now together. That's incredibly at odds. The odds are incredible for that to happen, for all the billions of souls and millions of microbes that have come together in a certain way. The fact that we're here now together is special, and we can all win. I want everyone to get what's ultimately healthy and best for them. Because I think if that happened across the globe, man, that would be special. That'd be kismet. That'd be cool. And I think it actually can happen in some kind of quantum way, especially if this is a simulation, which all indications point to true. Homemade sploof in a paint roll tube. I got kids. I don't want them smelling it. Dryer sheets in the middle. I use two, but that's because I'm lazy and don't want to change them very often. My teenagers are both still asleep, even though it's probably, 1 o'clock? No, it's nowhere near that, but they'll be asleep for hours. If the past is any indication. Louie, you got to bring the ball over here. I don't want to walk over there. I should show you the ducks. That'll be another video. This one is all about saying we're Canna buds, you're beautiful, you shine. If there's any way I can help you shine, I will. I need to be wearing a microphone because the sound recording is probably horrible. And with the world's loudest highway behind us, it's not ideal. I'll use AI maybe to take out all the automotive sounds. How about you can do that in an audio way? Boy, I can actually, just the times that I'm talking over it, that'll be a little bit more difficult. At any rate, you're beautiful, my Canna bud, my Canna fam. As always, this is Doc. So wishing you peace, love, serendipity, baby. Serendipity. If you like this, please subscribe, tell other people about it, because I think if we get enough people thinking the same kind of things at the same kind of times, we can actually shift the balance of quantum mechanics to our favor. I honestly believe that. I honestly believe connection is key, and I'm happy to be connecting with you, and I hope you go out and connect with other people today too. If you feel like it, shoot them a smile. If not, just remember, none of us knows what's going on in each other's lives. So be cool to each other, man, and hopefully they'll be cool back. Peace, love, and serendipity.